for quite some time. You just want to make sure you swim on land.
A little bit of swimming possible there on Skyline. Here we go, folks, into map number 1. Another elimination matchup here on this glorious Friday here at Major 2. Skyline Vault Protocol, a double dose as well. The chances for this one to go the distance as well. The Death touched upon it. Very, very possible as we get deeper into the night here. But folks, strap in to Skyline, we go.
And just worth mentioning, should it go the distance, Ultra also incredibly comfortable on that protocol. So more pressure on LAG early on, but guys like Linz already inside the time. Opening break might give you a few points initially. It's all about the protection though, and how the trades are going to be rolling through. And by the looks of it, Ultra firm control. There's Kleenex for 2, and that is an arrow on this map that is to be feared.
Ah, yeah, oh yeah, indeed. On board with Priester now on the approach towards P1 again. Firm control on the left-hand side of the map for the Gorillas mates. There will be the white arrows. The purple, of course, Toronto Ultra for now. We're going to be fighting our way towards P2 in the most still tight spawns right now for Gorillas. Big wins up top. Joe and Kleenex find their respective kills and an opportunity now to start pushing. There's another one. You've got a weakened backline. Can they get the break?
And this pace has been slowed down so much that, yeah, Ultra able to be calculating about how they want to get the kills. So number 8, Priesta already going to spawn out. Kills are getting traded. And Beans is going to be in the back blocking. Lunars gets caught completely unaware. And just like that, Ultra has broken through to P2.
Yeah, so clean break and a ton of time gained. Decent amount of time at P1 as well. So now eyes up. Joe on a 4. No way! Joe on a 5. No more.
Right. GG, go next. We have our answer.
Okay.
That's now 4 in, what, 16 combined from a handful of players there from LAG. A painful moment, a kill feed that is going to pile on to the pain, and some fantastic solo chows coming through for the Gorillas mates. Not great on Skyline.
Down low, cleaned up, upstairs, all cleaned up. Bang! And that is it. 99.99% of the Gorillas mates gone as Toronto Ultra squeaky clean P2.
And if you're able to neutralize Kismet like this, 1 and 6 for the moment, take him to the pound and maybe take him around towards P3 as well. Insight gets to play a slow and comfortable game. He'll shoot his gun. He doesn't care about his red dot popping up in the mini-map. Kismet finally barks, but the trades are going to be in, and Ultra, maybe not the first ones towards the time, but at least they got the right side spawns and Beans in the right spot at the right time already as a Hellstorm.
Another clean 3 down. Hellstorm for Beans at 6 and 2. That's 10 and 4 for Joe. The major considerations for this Ultra roster again, if those two are shooting hot, the sky's the limit, quite literally. Over to Kleenex still once again. Another attack here from the Gorillas mates. 2 in the feed for them at Kleenex. Kleenex finds another and Kismet down. Last man in the time. It's going to be a purple one, and that's Ultra still collecting.
Every play perfect, every play calculated, and 30 seconds left. For some reason, I just feel like Ultra are going to find the right flip at the right time. A kill feed, though, much better from LAG. They eliminate every single player in the hill and looking to set themselves up with the final 20 seconds of scrap time. And Beans might have control of P1. The rotation's going to be a little bit trickier unless LAG just don't rotate.
And they let him in. He might be able to make his way through now. Lunas will be in position to contest with Beans in a second, but that's good enough on the attack. There we go. Lunas now has the backside. That's going to be the spawns going the way of the boys of Gorillas mates. A fantastic turnaround opportunity for them here, but you still have to hold this halfway. Not an easy thing to do. Kleenex shooting well. Kismet trying to pick up the pinch, and he might get caught out here. Nice 5 spree. He's not too far away from that Hellstorm as well. Will it matter indeed? Nice shots from Lunas. The back still safe.
And there you go. Get the vibe flowing just a little bit. And it's the rookie on his land debut right now, doing the best for his team as well. Kismet, though, that's the moment to start bouncing back. Nice little time to go on his 6 spree. Starts off 1 and 6, but trying to make an impact. Yet insight in the back line, he gets dealt with. And all things considered, a beautiful hill thus far from LAG. Maybe not quite a perfect full 60, but not too shabby nonetheless, and they are right back in this game.
Right back in this game. You needed that sign of life for your Gorillas, mate. It was not looking ideal. Close out the first set strong and go into the second at least with a fighting chance. Now to Kismet. And he's on a bit of a tear, continuing the damage he dealt. He got his boys towards this time. Priest with the back spawns there and give up the last these few moments here. Go back over to P1, P2 spawns as well. Right back to square one in a much more comfortable position for the LAG boys.
Oh, you'll always take that trade. Kismet, nice moves as well to attempt to get the hill time, but you're just trying to keep the pressure up. You see guys like Joe to see who's pulling out the aims on this hill specifically, so extra ARs in the hands of the Ultra players, and that just means these line of sights are going to be on point. Kleenex also just read the hell out of that pinch coming through from Priesta. So Ultra in firm control.
Joe peels. Nice work, Linz. Last man up live upstairs is going to be able to help Get that pressure on towards the time. Insight can't get any more out of this life, and that's going to be Beans now. Alone in the time, but alone, no problem. Finds a couple. Nice kills and a spawn flip there. Ultra in control.
And that's LAG kind of throwing away that advantage. They got the first 2 kills on that break, and for their overextension to go and kill Beans, they end up losing the spawn. So LAG bite off more than they can chew, and now they got to chew 70-point deficit with Toronto in firm control. And I mean, look, they walked through and broke P2 in an instant. LAG is not going to be that team.
Not yet. Trophy's down still. Great P1 out of Beans. Nice shots into the first match. 17-9 for Ben McMillan. He's having a fantastic map, folks. And again, P2 is open for business, and we are not even close to the point right now. Inside the front man. Everyone's making their way through the step side. It's on to Beans once again. Beans again. 18, 19. The 20th is not going to be there. Now to the bottom side of the map, McCleanix is going to pick up that, and that is going to be back and forth, all down. Gorillas mates back to spawn.
I mean, you see the way Beans is playing it. He's ready for the chows to be coming through, and everybody's just a little too late. He keeps hitting the pre-fire and be like, oh, they're not there? I have time to slide. All right, cool, free kill. And I mean, rinse and repeat. And these LAG players just got stagnated and put in a kill box. Toronto Ultra, I mean, this is... truly as good as it gets for Skyline. A mixy map, but from what we've seen today, Falcons put up a better fight in hardcore.
I was going to say, this is the biggest blow we've seen so far. Ultra, there is no going back now, folks. I don't even think we've got time for a listen and chance. I mean, this is on pace to be the fastest hardpoint, or at least the most devastating hardpoint performance we have seen so far in the competition. Beans connects with the Hellstorm. On the time we go, and Insight. Again, not a tremendous stat line, but that is firm control of the kitchen now. 1 man left for LAG. Soon to be dealt with, but no, Kiz finds at least 1 before going down and makes it a little more spicy.
I mean, this has just been a feet-up, big chillin' moment. Lunar's has certainly been putting him up a decent fight so far, but ultimately not enough in long-term if we even want to pretend to talk about it. I mean, Ultra, again, always doing the right thing, someone blocking spawns. Kismet might be the guy to open things up and actually flip the map, so a great play coming through from Kismet. He's able to pick up 3 on the mix and put his team in a good spot. Omnids are down by 150. Got a long way to go.
That is a problem. But boy, what a comeback it could be. Kismet simply trying to do it all right now. Forspree looking for time as well. Not a huge amount of time accrued for any of the Gorillas Mates players, but again, Kiz, he is finding kills all over the place. On the run right now. Couple go down. And they have to try to retake the hill from the close side. Shots in again from Kiz. Can't get a second man. Joe deceives now the tip of the spear for the Ultra boys, and he's in time. And this could be game. 25 for the win.
I mean, that life of Kiz is ridiculous. He goes and puts his team in the perfect position. He's got control of up top, and then every single one of his teammates loses the gunfights, and he is literally running circles, trying to fill in all the gaps that they are letting go. They do re-pierce the P4 setup. This is the only hill where LAG have actually had success, but right now, more so a moral victory you're looking for. Make sure you do not join the 100-point club.
We are seconds away from it, CleanX. Oh dear, nice win from Kiz up close. Still keeping the time going and safe from the 100-point club now. Game still very much close to completion. As Beans and Co. Can we close this one out Ultra? That's the question, because, hey man, crazier things have happened. A late break and a few more seconds, but not the game yet.
Yeah, Tobias there, 3 spree, 33 and 20. I mean, it is tradition for him on Skyline to be the main slayer. Absolutely delivers in map number 1. LAG, final dive, but going out with a whimper. Skyline dominance for Toronto Ultra.
Real clean, real strong. Joe's got a sort of a look on his face right now because I don't know why he threw himself off the map in the final moments there. I hope we caught that on the replay, but a very confident looking Ultra in map 1. And if not for the efforts of Kismet, Gorillas Mates didn't have a whole lot of good looks there in that first hard point, but we've got to search and destroy in a mo. And I'm sure the highlights will be a dagger.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best play as well from Kismet, where he ends up picking 3 up on this sequence, flips the spawn for his team, and then they lost it in the next 10 seconds as well. So Kismet certainly worth a shout, but ultimately just not a strong game there coming in from Toronto Ultra, who all 4 players on the side of Toronto had a phenomenal output on this map. Skyline's certainly a map where you need the gun to be hot, and Linz did not deliver. 18 kills, 1,700 damage. So he actually did, he wasn't getting full kills. 1,800 damage is what you need to get to 18, so he's just on the struggle bus.
Yeah, it's a tough one there. Gorillas Mates, they go down in map 1 pretty handily. And again, decent look holds on P4. That's certainly where we're going to be seeing it, the game flow giving them their results. But that Skyline, just over 8 minutes it took for Ultra to take care of business, and for them, a sorely needed victory, man. I mean, it's not been a great tournament for them. They obviously got taken care of quite handedly in the first round. The run starts here. P1 was an absolute blowout, and again, the scoreline was devastating. Devastating for the longest of time.
I mean, even for some of these clips, I'm looking at it, and it seems like guys like Brisa are sort of like the entry role for the squad. Guys dying, and Brisa, I mean, threw up 15 assists, I believe, so he was certainly engaged, but ultimately just taking a task. Even that first P2 break, I feel like Ultra really just sort of setting everything up. I mean, Lunars is walking up through white steps as 2 players have already gotten behind him. And LAG just no element of heads-up gameplay right now in Toronto. There's a squad. The teamwork is, without question, their strongest point. If you're not getting trades against this squad, it will be a beatdown.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to hurt. And Ultra, a team who sort of redefined what it means to have good comms or clean comms, and a very composed squad way back to the Cold War days, and they've maintained that. See you, Joe. He had a little giggle there on the way out, but yeah, that is it. It was P4s. The only place we really saw a decent climb there from the Gorillas mates, but 104 the final score. Unable to really keep pace there with the Ultra boys. Again, GG's to them. They came out hot. They did not stop. They never looked back. And they rolled into the next Search and Destroy looking very, very confident indeed. But yeah, man, Ultra, composed team. Now you've got the injection of life, these sort of more aggressive players, the Beans, the Joes. It's a winning formula, man. You've just got to make it work. And on Skyline S&D, we'll go to that in just a moment.
Yeah, and worth mentioning, that is, of course, Ultra's map pick. They love to play on Skyline, while their hardpoint as a whole has not been a massive success for them. That's their map. It's the go-to, the bread and butter, one of the best in the game on it. So to get that one out of the way, and for LAG, you just get to wash that one away and say, hey, we can go into our map pick now of the Skyline S&D and see what they can bring to the table. An interesting map, the Skyline always is, and I feel like it's been a little while since we've seen LAG really grind it, so see what they can bring out online.
Yeah, we're going to Goldfish memory the first one for our LAG players. We're going to forget all about it, and we're going to get right into that Search and Destroy again. I'm expecting the players like Kiz, I'm expecting Priestess to go pretty well there. Excited to see more Lunars. Again, the LAN debut online has been up and down, a little bit hit and miss. It has been nice to see, you know, some fresh talent injected into the league, but now we get them on the biggest stage we've got so far. Here in Allen, Texas, we want to see a little bit more. For the Ultra boys, very much so, been here before. Decent performances as champs, same with Joe on the LA Thieves roster last year. They should feel relatively comfortable here, but now for the Gorilla mates, we really do need to see a map win here to try to force this series a little further, because they're on dire straits right now.
And this is also a map where you can just see on the mini-map for the opening breaks how confident teams are going to be. I mean, just the A-site bang out on both the offensive and defensive end is how much are you going to be willing to square up. Now, Lunars has been pretty sizable for the squad when it comes to Search and Destroy, has certainly done his job, and 63% on the opening duels is fantastic within the context of the league. So look out for him to be a lethal threat. But whether or not he's going to be squaring up with Insight in these outer lanes, if he's going to be challenging Beans, or if they're going to be wanting to take everything nice and slow and try to be calculated, I mean, we can give on out straight away. But by the looks of it, A-side bang out means they're playing with confidence.
Guess what? This is on the far side. This is a fast plant here from Beans.
This is great.
Get that thing down ASAP. Ultra now have to go for the retake very quickly. I wonder how many lethals and tacticals we've still got to take this area with.
You're happy. Lynn's dancing around. He's got intel on 2 different players right now. Great shoulder, great nade, everything going perfectly. And Kismet gets the first 2 kills. So Lynn's zero time wasted to get the bomb down. A perfect A hit. And just like that, CleanX in a 1v4 and gun down. That is the type of S&D you want to see on Skyline for Gorillas. That is the bounce back round they were looking for.
That's what we're talking about, man. That was a perfect round. Kids 2 kills. Certainly helped things out. You got CleanX pinned in Jim. He can't escape. Linz gets the bomb plant and manages to get that final kill as well. So on the road to the RCXD, he will be. We've got an assist as well.
Yeah, I just love the shoulders being turned as well, right? And those insights posted up in the back, doesn't overcommit to anything, gets the intel on CleanX and coordinates everything with Kismet. So that's a nice strike. The A hit as well. We see how Ultra responds. They're going to be taking things maybe a little bit slower, maybe just straight through the middle of the map. Oh, they're pouncing.
Here we go. First blood. Toronto boys, they slide right in. CleanX manages to walk over 2. Joe backs him up, gets the perfect trade, and Nassau Priester 1v3.
Well, he's been grinding the S&D 8s. He has been putting the time in for moments like this, but a 1v3 against a team like Ultra. Got a lot of work to do and would have loved to have finished that game.
Yeah, unlikely, but we'll give him another try at this one. Insight double dips after the escape attempt earlier on. And Ultra immediately, as fast as the other round was, bounced back.
Yeah, and the exact same strat in effect in the sense that we are going to be working the A bomb site. Difference is Ultra, they send everybody to get in the mix. So despite the fact that LAGU was there to meet them, they were simply outmatched and overwhelmed. And of course, now from Ultra, looking for the adjustment. Maybe a few trophies to play with. You want to be just a touch more aggressive, but maybe you don't want to let that bomb get planted for free.
Both world champions on the stage. Kiz and Priester. No strangers to pressure, no strangers to difficult situations. Muster up some of that magic here. Try to start to fight your way out of this loser's bracket. Another bomb plant by A. We're going to see a really sort of a similar setup. A little deeper on the defense here. And again, that is a heavy, heavy stack towards the backside of the map. And it's going to pay off Kiz again with the first blood.
Oh, that's a beautiful call. I mean, I don't know who got the intel. I don't know if it was Priesta, but he was the man that needed help. And his team reinforced him. And just like that, last man standing beams in a 1v4. That is another perfect round of attack coming through from LAG. Not a single death on their attacking rounds. And again, the adjustment from Ultra was in fact made. Playing for the retakes, trying to work up top, but whether it was Priesta or someone like Kismet felt the pressure, the reinforcements there. Both Winners and Kismet come back, get the top control, make sure Priesta doesn't get overwhelmed, and they just executed perfectly off the back of it.
Post-plant positions right now for the mates are perfect. Ultra also found success in their attacking round as well. It's just going to be an attack-heavy game of Skyline, possibly. Nades up, nobody home this time round. It's going to be a free A bomb site for a second, but Priesta on the cross, guns Joe out of his boots.
And they're so quick. LAG making moves as well, so they all wrap back and reposition so they can take it over. Kleenex, though, I mean, good timing here on the pinch. He can make the play.
Ooh. He goes with them and he finds at least one here, so a 3v3. Not a lot of presence there on the bomb site for anyone from the Gorillas mates. They are still close. Pinch has been read, but Kismet is not down and out yet, so the play is still alive and he's on the hunt. Look at this. True aggression, and he wins the fight as well. It's now a 1v1 with 20 seconds to go.
He knows where he is, knows where he was. Up top, he's on the hunt, but there's just simply no time. 12 seconds. How quick can he be for the defuse? It's gonna be right on the money. Oh, and he got it. Kismet, a man on a mission, the force spree and his life.
That is unbelievable. What a defuse.
And that's tough for Kleenex as well. I think if he just maybe takes a slightly longer route, goes in the elevator shaft, maybe gets away, but I think he thought he had the time, which I was on the same page. I thought he had it as well. Kismet, I mean, dialed in. That's a big round as well. The first defensive round win executed by Gorillas mate.
3-1. Gorillas mate well and truly alive here. Kiz gets to throw out the RC. Huge, huge presence here now. He's going to see so much. He eyes on all of these players. Gives you the free bomb plant down the bay. Oh, and it blows up Joe. That's unbelievable. Straight out immediately. Insight is there for it. Now you've got a little bit of space to play with. Oh my. Beans gets away with his life. A man advantage right now for the Ultra boys. Still trying to fight forward. Kleenex now puts it all down to Linz. Linz in the 1v3. Insight jumps it straight away. Coverage is there. Linz can't get the kill in time. And that'll be the defuse.
Yeah, that is a ridiculous round. How rare it is to see RC cards get successful kills at all. And that was the only kill they were able to actually get. Ultra, after the fact, end up being perfect. They respond with their defensive round, and Kleenex continues to be on point. Top dog on map number 1, and right now top dog in map number 2. It's 6-4. Certainly not electric, but getting the job done for the moment.
I'd be interested to know where exactly the RC card caught Joe from, but played.
He jumped on top of it.
Oh, there's a car here. Smiles from Kleenex now as we go into this next round. And again, attacking rounds have been pretty good for everyone. First defensive win, obviously the previous, but now back at it again. The same lineup there. Priesta not the man to get the kill this time, but immediate trade. So Ultra adapt and survive 3v3.
Inside two and crawl, trying to pick a different angle. In the meantime, Joe deceives, takes the intel, gets a kill, and gets on the board. His second kill, and with bomb in hand. Taking things slow, waiting to get any degree of intel. Ultra are playing this very passive.
Way passive, yeah. That player has made their way through the bottom side of the map uncontested, and Joe doesn't spot them out. So, a big win from Priester. The bomb now immobile. 2v2.
Priester, maybe a little battle against Beans, potentially down low, while Insight maybe wants to collect the bomb long term, but they haven't spotted Lunars out in a minute. So Insight is doing this with no idea, no contacts. Finally, that battle finishes. Beans comes out on top. It's the rookie, a 1v2. It's Insight and Beans.
He's upstairs, they're downstairs now. Lunars, he's going to time this quite well. Will he catch the player on the bomb? He hasn't actually checked it yet, so wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. The bomb does not get planted. The time ticking away, and now the rookie in the 1v1 for the round. Lunars, what a moment that is! A big main stage moment for the young rookie, and he clutches up.
Yeah, and times it perfectly. Knows he has to be aggressive. He gets Beans one shot, and he does not waste any time, even through the stun. Keeps holding forward. Another solid round coming through from LAG, but a dicey one indeed. Kismet had his clutch. That's a world champ. Now the rookie delivering his own.
It's a very purple series here in Texas, folks. The last purple series we'll have, we're to send one of these teams home. Lins with the opening stuns does manage to get a little bit of damage in there. Frag grenade still in the back pocket for the play towards the other bomb site, and we are making moves already. Kismet has pumped the brakes, but this is all intel towards the B bomb site, which seems to be the target for the Gorillas, mate.
This might end up being a B hit. Yeah, Linz is able to find the first blood. Kismet's able to get control of the B site, but he gets caught. Kleenex very quick on the trades, and the bomb getting out of dodge. Beans by the A site, but he might get overwhelmed.
Yeah, he commit B. Doesn't quite work out. Now you go back towards A, and there's plenty of players here. Too many mans indeed, but Linz and Lunars find their kills. And now it is on Kleenex, who tries to hand them another L, but it's not going to happen. The mates, again, good trades.
It's a big map for him as well, getting the very quick bounce back from the Skyline beat down to map number 1. Lunars here for the final kill. I think Linz was able to give us 2 in this round. They are roaming together and making plays. Game plan on point from LAG, at least in S&D. And the comms continue. Linz and Priesta figuring out how they're going to chow. They've taken their turns chowing out over towards P1, getting that angle on the cross. So LAG have been happy to be aggressive on this map.
Map point to tie up the series. I'm going to give the bomb to Joe now for the Ultra lads, and we're going to try to hit A ASAP. But the problem, you've got a couple of mates members here. Good news, you've killed them both. Wins from Linz. Priester finds his. No, the trade is just about there. All down to Linz. He's taking the sneakiest route he could possibly find. Linz, does he slip through? 1v1. And it's done. Oh, Ultra. A spicy round indeed.
Yeah, Kleenex is not that guy. Quick on both of the trades that were necessary, and his teammates, of course, getting those players one shot. So no 2v4. In spite of the smooth moves, Linz able to pick up 2 kills in that round, but ultimately just great for the KD. Ultra their strat to run over that A site on point again. I mean, it's back to the round 1. Their default, their standard, but they have it dialed in.
Got to pull 3 straight right now for the Ultra boys. Mates only need 1. Can you close out? We've seen him in this position. Hard points before, decent lead, starting things off strong, and Joe Deceive starts things off fantastically. That's a 2 instant and a massive advantage now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with trying to run through mid. Lunars, though, already has a clutch. He's able to find a clean pick there on Kleenex. So now just a 2v3 and plenty of time for the ARs to play with.
A perfectly cooked frag. He spots out Beans. And he gets him off the stairwell at the very least. Now Lunars. Superb shots into the second hand. Insight's going to go away with it. Back to the mate special. They hold hands, they work together, they're going to play this next trade very effectively. But don't forget Joe, he's already found 2 this round. He's a little deeper now. He's not necessarily going to find the intel too fast, but quick recovery now from Lunars, and here comes the plant. Ultra on the move.
And for the retake, there is a lot of clutch potential for Priester and Lunars in this round.
Insight doesn't check it. Priester now, it's gone from a 4v2 to a 2v2. Joe down as well. Lunars, he drops to make it a 1v1. Priester versus Beans. Beans now positioning himself perfectly on the retake. That is that. A 4 spree. And the bomb defuse. Ultra, 1 round away from tying it up.
Yeah, and what could have been for that 2v4 clutch, but in the end, Beans just sees Priest to jump over towards P1 and knows I'm standing behind the bomb. He has to come to me and plays off the timing. So very simple for Beans towards the end, but opportunities for Lunars and Priest to do something special. Either way, still have the lead, still a round away from tying the series up. And Ultra trying to figure out what they want to do on this next attacking round. The 8 hits through the middle of the map have been mostly successful. A couple trades rolling through with the players channeling outer piano steps and at least getting that intel. See what Ultra design around it. Insight maybe looking for the right side. Chow to see if anybody's going to pick it up, but they're just being met.
It's a nice aggressive round and a huge amount of damage, but not enough. Oh my word, Joe finds 1, 2. A bomb recovery as well. Now Lin's taking the route. He's going to be a problem to Mo. We'll find out how that one goes, but in the meantime, it's not a wrap. It's a wrap on a wrap.
Oh, they can isolate him. This is it. 2v1 against Priesta here.
That makes some noise. Some damage in. Can Priesta get away with his life? No, he cannot. Lin's now the final flank, and this is to tie it all up. He's going to meet them on the stairs. A 2v1 now, he's pinned. And no one's given up anything. Sneaky Lins misses the hop. He might have got the intel. Ultra are gonna let Lins walk right into this one. 30 seconds.
Lins is getting his cardio in. He has done laps around the map.
Oh, sore shoulder. Stays quiet. Might be able to catch a player out. Around and around we go. The slap number 2, friends. Oh my word, that player nearly catches him out. What a clutch that could have been. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we go to a round 11.
Yeah, all that workout getting in. I mean, zone 2 cardio. It's incredibly important, but ultimately Insight and Joe to see you just get to have a little chuckle about that one. And the S&D comeback might very well be in.
Oh, dude, I mean, you're half a second. And Lins catches that player with the hip fire from behind, then it's a 1v1 dance. You never know. Round 11, here we go. What a comeback this has been from Ultra. Can they close it all out here?
Squaring.
Same as before. Lins this time with the first blood. RCXD whirring away in the background. Not going to matter too much. Joe empties his pockets into a trophy.
I mean, this is huge. First blood to get right back in this series. And Joe to seize in a day 1 corner.
Day 1, 3-piece! Oh my word! Oh my goodness, down to Lunas now! We test the rookie's resolve in a round 11. And stunned up. Ultra now maneuver for the kill. And they complete the comeback. Ben Beans let them know. As the resolve of the composure of Toronto Ultra, as steady as ever.
I mean, who wants to check the day 1s come Major 2 anyway? And how does he play that spot? Not even get checked by the first guy? And he walks away with 3. LAG, they know where they need to look, and it's only towards the control, which might be the final map they play in this tournament. Ultra, look on for him.
Absolutely perfect. What a comeback. The mates are not going to be happy with that one whatsoever. The hard point was not good, so the respawns were already seeing a difficulty there, and then you go right into that search and destroy with a superb lead. A massive comeback there from the Gorillas mates, from Ultra, and they just, you're going to that vault on Cloud 9, New York, later on in the tournament.
I mean, heck, someone's got to be in winners at this point, but no, right now, Ultra more or less just taking care of business. They dominate their map pick, and admittedly, they weren't entirely happy about seeing the Skyline S&D, but making the comeback, they are completely cool with it. And should we go the distance, they're happy to see the protocol for the map 5. So Ultra, very safe now within this series. Just got to quell the threat, and they're going to want to get it done in 3.
Joe lead at the break. We're going to vault control after this, but first to the desk.
I sprinted back to the desk at round 7. I thought this was over.
Same.
Toronto somehow brings it back and wins round 11. Merc, You were shaking your head in that final round. What went wrong for LAG?
How many times do we see that corner, right? Like literally day one corner, the stun misses, well, the stun bomb, but it's just one where you have numbers. All you have to do is wall bang it, right? Yeah. Like they're not going to over chow or chow you guys because you have numbers. So just the little mistakes. If you're these teams trying to cause these upsets, these are the maps that you have to win.
We'll call it out when we see it in the highlights one more time. That is a fantastic game of Search and Destroy. We thought Toronto might be trolling with their picks and bans. They allow Skyline through, and at the start, this was all LAG.
It's just so frustrating, and it's not even that they're trolling Skyline. I mean, they're 2-2 in Search and Destroy on the season. If you're the side of LA Gorilla Mates, on the side of Toronto, you're 1-0. You just don't have many reps on it. Yep. But like, all they were doing was banging out A. And I'm frustrated in the fact that they had that one successful round on attack round, like round 8, round 9 on side Toronto Ultra, and LA Gorilla's mates' response was to do the exact same thing back that had not been working the entirety of this round. You get first blood by Joe Deceives, you get him going. He is the reason 99% of the time Toronto Ultra clutches and comes back in a lot of these Search and Destroys, and that's what happened through the later half of this. It was all on Joe getting these miracle kills. So for the side of Toronto Ultra, you're thinking Joe Deceives right now outside of LAG, you're kicking yourselves because you were in an opportunity to close this out.
Just a couple of these rounds, like right there, I don't know why Linz and Priest aren't together, right? And you see right here, you just line up. Like this,
don't even check.
Like Joe said, this is legitimately a day one corner. Like in ranked play, I'm checking these corners here. I think they were trying to stun bomb, right? They saw maybe lay down and try to plant it, but yeah, that is a tough loss if you're LAG, especially with that being your map pick.
Beans and Joe Deceives getting fired up. Welcome to the league, rookie. Lunars holding 2 L's in his first 2 games. 2 very close games, Allie.
Very close games, and honestly, well, okay, not the Skyline. Not the Skyline, that one wasn't close.
Sorry.
But for Lunars, like, it's unfortunate too because he's been playing amazing. Like, in that Search and Destroy, like that 1v2 especially, like, he's been playing lights out right alongside Kismet, so it's just unfortunate for the LAG side.
I forgot about game 1. That one pretty
quick.
Can we relive some moments, Nameless? Can you draw some conclusions for me?
I think we should. I mean, LAG have been comfortable on Skyline, but they just went against the best Skyline hardpoint team in the game when you talk about Toronto Ultra, and this is why. I mean, they're just bodying teams. These are setups that, like, I'm trying to get my teammates in rank to do. I can't believe we're seeing a setup like this in a pro match, right? So we're going to talk about what Ultra's trying to do here. It's P1, and they're getting this time right now, and what you see right here, number 200 minimap, that's Joe Deceives. He's just applying pressure. He knows everybody's spawning here, right? So he's trying to apply some pressure to make it easier on his teammates. When Insight spawns up, he's not letting anybody sneak through. He's going to go pick up underground. If Joe dies, then Insight can reposition to the stairs and hold the top. And you just have crossfires literally everywhere. So right here you have a player who's watching the push through here, bottom grill, and you have Beans who's in time, who can see down low and help with the crossfire here if anybody were to kill number 4 and sneak through. So this is just beautifully set up by Toronto Ultra, exactly where you want to be, secures you all this time and a rotation. So Joe Deceives finds a kill, he ends up dying, and now you see bottom left of your screen, you see Insight checks on the ground. All right, nobody's getting sneaky. I can reposition to the stairs, help my teammate in hill, find these kills, and now we can funnel them. We know exactly where they're spawning. They can't go through middle map. They have to go around the bottom side of the map, and you already got Kleenex down there just playing information. Finds a kill, and he knows we have them in the absolute blender. This is exactly how you want to play this P1 and secure yourself P2. They end up getting 60 off this next hill.
And I love that during this map, like, Beans, he needed a map like this. I feel like throughout the entirety of the qualifiers, even from yesterday, I feel like we needed a map where it was kind of Beans having a takeover moment. I mean, obviously Kleenex as well, sitting alongside him, but we know what we're going to get from the side of Toby. From Beans, though, it's been kind of inconsistent. So to see him show up on land and have map 1 like that spells good for Toronto.
Nice little 9 streak to kick off this series.
Yeah, you should not play Toronto on Skyline.
Merc, give me the prediction. Is this a 3-0?
Yeah, I think, you know, throughout this tournament, we've seen, we just saw a series of yo. I mean, big comebacks if you're trying to cause upsets. If you're these teams, you can't allow these to happen. So, yeah, 5-2, I just think the mental's probably checked.
Beans is back. Let's kick off control on the mic. We got Miles and Chance.
You do, Chris. We're still here. Thanks for the breakdown, team. That was really fun, actually. A really cool way to look at Skyline, just a slightly different way from that minimap if you don't do it at home. Watch the minimap. It's really, really interesting indeed. Here we go to Control Bro. Vault. Ooh, how's it going to go?
Don't even need to watch the minimap for this one. You know exactly how it's going to go down. 4 SMGs on either side. I was talking to Maven about this, of like how this year's played out compared to last year, what the weapons meta is going to be. We're watching Insight pull out a Jackal on this map. That's how it can be in Black Ops 6 from time to time. We had Joe Deceives pulling out an AR on a Skyline P1. Everybody needs to be in the right spots at the right time with the right gun These two players getting after it, in control. Well, Joe Deceives and Kismet, extremely comparable. I would say more impressive from Joe. It's his 3rd year in the season. Being compared to guys like Kismet is a massive compliment.
Oh, yeah, indeedy. 99 Kiz, I'm going to go way back to MW2. One of the most memorable, for the wrong reasons, championship victories against Ultra. Back when he was on the New York sidelines. But now, staring down a very rough 3-0. If they can't turn it around here in Vault, you're going home. The record's not fantastic for either team, but that just means we're in for an absolute banger. Yeah, round 5 game, very, very possible, folks. Here we go. First of 3, 2 zones, 30 lives either side. This is your last chance, Gorillas, mate. We're going to B, boys and girls. We're going to B. Or at least the Gorillas mates are. Bad news, Beans is there as well. Terrible news, Joe's found kills also. And what a lineup for a moment there. Well, that's going to be 3 down in Toronto Ultra with a whole host of map control.
I love a good cheeky B hit. That did not even come close to going well. That was brutal, but now you're back to square one, trying to get out of spawn, and Kismet at least gets control of top cat. He's making moves. He's cleared out so much space on the map, but his counterpart in Joe Deceives gets the kill, and none of his teammates quite there for the trade. Lens is behind enemy line, able to pick up one with Lunar, shoot a couple players in the back, but in sight, shoots him in the front.
Yeah, right on, man. What a turn. Well, slight life lead now for the Ultra boys to capture continuing. Gorillas mates now starting to push out, Kids finding kills. Keeping the boys in the flow, keeping them on the point. Can he get back to that one? Yeah, he has to double back for the time. A stack though, Linz leaks the point though, so Kids is going to be capturing this one alone. Luna's forces his way forward. We've got a 2-man stack. The second segment should be cleaned up any second now.
That flank's gonna hurt though. The flank's gonna hurt. Priesta loses one gunfight and Beans gets through for free and nobody even turns, and Ultra take away every single player on the map. 1 and 4 right now for Priesta. Not the start you're looking for, but teammates get a couple kills trying to get out of spawn, and at least you get back to the A zone. You do have 2 ticks of progress.
Trophies in place, yeah, nice shots out of Priesta. Trey jumps in, gets a 2, unable to clean up the last man, and once again, Ultra with 25 seconds to go. They have made the A zone a safe place. It is so close to finishing, and they've not drained the progress. They're trying to lure those players in. Trying to get them involved, trying to get a couple more kills out. There's 15 seconds to go, and it's a dangerous game they're playing. Kismet starting to make a route.
I'm looking at the minimap. I think Ultra are even worried about a B hit in these moments. They're turning everywhere, wondering where the pressure's finally going to be coming through, but Lunars and Lins make the move. 10 seconds left on the clock. They win the extra gunfight, and you get the A zone. Tied up on lives, though. This one's going to be a battle.
Oh, an absolute bloodbath here by B. Inside and Beans, the power position's now full of Ultra players. They've got the setup they want. They're going to push out towards the far side of the map now where Lunas is to be found. Good read, but not enough, because it's sub-machine gun insight. Once again, Joe finds 2, and the final 5 lives now for the Gorillas mates is all they've got.
Yeah, sub-site on point. Maybe losing a couple lives, and that just means LAG going to be able to work themselves out of spawn, but with only 5 remaining, your only hope is really to get a clean 4 down and try to stack that point.
Final 30. Once again, shots from Lunas. A couple of nice kills here and a slight life disparity. You're trying to do everything right.
Good read.
Great shots again. On towards B now we go. The quick stack up. Don't contest for the man behind you though. And Insight finds 1. He's still firing his gun in the background, so this is an issue. A segment goes though at B. You get the last player off it, and the final 3 members of the Gorillas mates now scrambling to try to find something, and Linz gets caught out once again.
Just too much to do. Too much to do. Ultimately, a stock and standard effectively round there from LAG, but Ultra more or less on form. Able to take him down in any situation that LAG got in with a little bit of potential, just could not quite deliver. Had some decent reads on players on the flank, but I think Ultra just on point, making sure they always had an extra man in any given position. Yeah, Kismet, instincts, on point.
But he's still a fantastic player. Interesting choice from the Toronto boys not to drain that segment by A. They had so much control through the middle of the map and they just didn't get anyone in there. You end up having that zone be captured, and now you do have to consider the possibility that round 5 defense, you're trailing.
Long term could haunt them. On the attacking rounds, no cheeky stuff over towards B. It's attacking this A zone, sending everybody through, but the trophy maybe a little too late or maybe just gets caught. And Subsite, last man standing, gets to and gets out with his life, so honestly buys his team a good bit of pressure. I'm liking the moves he's making, but ultimately gets dropped. How often do you see that from inside?
He does get taken care of. 26 either side, now on towards A. Two-man stack, Kleenex pushing the front line forward, quick double back while his health regens to possibly help out with the capture, but either way, one segment done. A is looking shaky at best. There's a nice counter-attack there from Kismet, traded immediately. Subsite still going. Inside, finding kills all over the place right now. 8 and 5, feeling confident.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's outpacing Kleenex, and the scoreboard, unfortunately, is bugged. Inside right now is 13 and 6.
Oh.
So he's been a man on a mission, maybe just happy he can finally move around. And meanwhile, Kleenex not used to the pressure coming in from his teammates. A little bit on the back foot, but there for a couple trades. Does the dance around the pillars, but ultimately Lins and Lunars clean house, and they are draining the segment on it.
Only down a man. Yeah, they do clean that plate. So there we go. You're back to square one on the final segment. The B zone still untouched, pure, safe. And Kleenex is definitely going to be spotted out here. Kiz is going to be an issue to deal with. Like, love this nade. And Kiz is still going to be an issue to deal with. You've got to go up there and finish him somehow. There you go. Nice work. Are we going to finish this zone? The answer is maybe no. Beans goes down.
Work.
Last man inside.
That's all you need, and you got pressure on B as well. Yeah, Kleenex making moves. You cannot let this man get to Ard. And good news, he had to reload after killing 2 of you, and he does get traded out, but now the next man in line, inside, funnel system rolling through. Lins wins the crucial gunfight as well. And Joe deceives. I mean, it is 2-piece on 2-piece on 2-piece. Here we go.
That was last man. That was 3, maybe 4 now dead there. Ultra should stack. This could be the zone. Second segment, halfway through. It's a 3-man stack. The 4th man in the middle is gone. So 3 players on the zone. Anyone able to get close enough? It is evaporating, folks, before your very eyes. No contest. Ultra win the offensive round.
And I mean, that's a blink and you miss it moment. I mean, Kleenex obviously setting up the funnel system with that entry 2-piece, but then Insight gets traded. Lins picks up 2. I guess Joe deceives was just there for the dagger, but here's the best play. Insight playing with a little bit of freedom. Gets to run around with the Jackal, and he absolutely delivers.
He was just feeling so free, so light-footed across the map. And this is match point for Toronto Ultra.
I would say light-footed as he posts up on the stairs. And
yeah, he's super slow.
But hey, it works out. Whatever you need.
Well, it's all smiles from the Ultra boys. Now for the Gorillas mates, your final life in this series. You have got to rip 3 straight rounds. Ultra just feel like they can do no wrong at this point in time. Relatively even opening out. Last go around, Gorillas mates had a solid advantage. Beans spotted, dealt with Lins. Good shots. Surely we start capturing this zone.
Nice kills and a nice 3 spree. First segment about to roll through as well, but the stack is certainly not crazy. Number 5 and number 8, even though they already cleared out the point, Lynn's got all the kills, not stacking the point. So you get 1 tick of progress in a squandered moment, and now you are back to square one where Ultra, when they get the spawn trap, there's no one like them.
That was a nice save there. Big bailout from Priest, a lovely 2-piece. Lynn's once again pushing forward. Eyes on the prize. Can't get it. Joe deceives. Baits him into an open space and knocks him out. There we go. Kleenex fighting forward as well. Here comes the trap. Ultra, they're so close. They're so close to getting Gorilla Mates into the armbar. Kleenex still fighting. Middle of the map. This is not looking good. Beans fighting forward as well. Joe holding him in rugs. Gorillas Mates, they're wriggling chance. They're not letting them get the trap.
This is so difficult. I mean, this is looking like shambles overall. LAG, I mean, what, 30 LCD or 30 CDL points on the year so far. In a desperation moment, and they're not going to get any kills. Kleenex 3 in the feed. Welcome back to your spawn, LAG. Quick flight out to the tournament and a quick flight home.
That's it. Final 15. The trap is set. This is it. It is not with a bang. It is absolutely a whimper. The Gorillas Mates no hope. They have to tap. Final kills. A desperation move. Priester running as fast as he can. It is not enough. 3-0 in control. 3-0 in the series. Ultra advance and the Gorillas Mates, they go home.
Yeah, not even worth talking trash. Just take the headset off and get ready for a potential losers bracket run there from Toronto. getting one on the board and going about their business. Hit the fist bumps and continue with your day.
Strictly business. No bad blood. No nothing there. A tough one for Lunas again. His debut performance here on the CDL on LAN. And a really, really tough series against a Toronto Ultra team that were not messing around. And that is that. Top 12 place finish there for the Gorillas mates. No points, no cash, a tough one. For Ultra, we'll see how far they can go in this tournament. Again, a surprise exit, I think, for them from the winners bracket. They've got a lot to go still. But good performances out of them all around. The first hard point Skyline looking as sweet and as clean as ever. And the S&D, great composure and a wonderful comeback.
Ultimately, not too much to be learned from this one, but just taking care of the elimination business. Optic maybe the true upset of the day, and it was the player they got from this squad, and LAG able to find success immediately as well. So an interesting Friday we have had, but another team eliminated. We're not going to stop here. More Call of Duty left to be played. Another match we have on the main stage, but also with Frijolas there. Might get to see what he has to say.
Frijolas is on the stage with Blaze. We'll join him in a moment. But yeah, man, a great look from Ultra.